Just show up is the worst and most damaging advice in fitness because showing up without real effort changes nothing. Most people train for years and never actually change. Same body, same limits, same excuses. And it's not because those people are lazy. It's because they train in a way that protects their ego. If you've ever shown up consistently and wondered why nothing's really changing, this is why. And fair warning, this is gonna make a lot of people uncomfortable. I am not saying this as somebody guessing from the outside. I run a boxing club, I run my own programs, I've coached hundreds of people, and I've seen exactly who changes and who doesn't. And the difference isn't motivation, it's not genetics, it's not luck. It's whether someone is willing to train past who they think they are. Most people never train past their identity. And when I say identity, I don't mean something abstract or philosophical. I mean the story you tell yourself about who you think you are. You hear it all the time.
I'm just not athletic.
I'm just not built for this.
I've always struggled with consistency.
I've never been good at fitness. They tell themselves those stories about themselves, and then what happens? They train inside their identity. They don't challenge it. They don't challenge the statements they tell themselves. They pick weights they know they can handle. They go to gyms and fitness classes that they know are easy and won't expose them. They stop right before it gets uncomfortable. They don't actually try in fitness classes because the moment they actually try, the moment they struggle, that's the moment they risk proving their stories wrong. And what happens when they prove their stories wrong? You lose the excuse to not train and go easy on yourself. Most people would rather protect their excuses than challenge their identity and rewrite who they think they are. In real life, these are the type of people who say, I'll just stop here.
This is good enough for me.
Not because it's challenging, but because it's familiar. This is why listen to your body is the most socially acceptable excuse to quit the moment training gets uncomfortable. A lot of people genuinely think they're being smart or kind to themselves or listening to their body. But most often, the listen to your body types are the ones that avoid discomfort and call that self-care. They stop the second it burns. They start modifying immediately. They back off the second their ego gets threatened. And then they wonder why nothing changes. Let me be clear. Rest is important. Injury prevention matters. But growth is uncomfortable. And there is no way around that. The only way around is through. If your training never feels uncomfortable, then your body has no reason to adapt and improve. All right, let's push the pace a bit here. Come on, chop, chop, let's go. I'm listening to my body. And what's your body saying? It's saying no. And look, I get it. Discomfort doesn't feel good, but avoiding discomfort will not protect you forever. Training only works when it hurts your ego. Real change starts when your ego gets uncomfortable. When you have that moment of, oh, I'm not as capable as I thought. Or the realization that, oh, I'm actually weaker than I tell myself. But you push through it to get stronger. That is where real change actually starts. Most people avoid doing that at all costs. That doesn't just challenge your body, it challenges your self-image. That moment is where growth starts. If your ego never takes a hit, your body never changes. That's why people train for years and still look, move, and feel the same. They never let training tell them the truth. Most people don't actually want coaching. They want validation. A lot of people don't actually want the instructor's help. They don't want to be pushed. They don't want to be told to go harder or faster. And for those people, that makes me wonder, why are you here? For most people, the reason they come to a fitness class is to improve in some way. Usually physically. Most people want to lose weight, get stronger, or get fitter. But that cannot happen if every time the instructor tells you to push, you don't listen. Then there's another group of people. They go hard when the instructor is watching and then slow down as soon as the instructor looks away. Nice! Good job! Keep that pace up! Let me go check on Jimmy over there. And for those people, I have the same question. Are you here to get better or to stay the same? Because if you're here to get better, then you have to push yourself. But if you're here to stay the same, then why did you come here in the first place? And improvement only happens when you do the work when no one is watching. Do the exercise for you, not because somebody else is looking. A lot of people treat training like it's just a task to complete, like a box to check off their list. Since when did training become a checkbox instead of a practice? Like, I went to the class, I checked the box, I showed up. But did you put in real effort? Or did you slow down when things got hard? Did you push yourself past your limits? Did you even try? And look, okay, showing up matters. It really does. But for crying out loud, showing up is not the same thing as training. Training is effort. Training is practice. Training is intentional discomfort. Yes, attendance feels productive, but productivity is not progress. This is where the whole just show up message got twisted. Just show up was meant to get people in the door. It was never meant to mean just show up and don't try. I'm sorry, but just show up is not enough to change your body or your health. You have to actually try too. And honestly, you're already there. You already did the hard part of coming. Now might as well make that time worth your while and actually try. Just put in effort until it's time to go. It's not that hard. Even if it feels torturous in the moment, especially if it feels torturous in the moment, because trust me, the payoff will come later. And the more torture you feel in the moment, the bigger the payoff that will come later. A 45-minute or 1 hour fitness class is not a lot of time, so it has to count. There's 24 hours in a day. 1 hour or 45 minutes is nothing. And the rest of your day, you're mostly sedentary. Sitting down, working. That 1 hour is a tiny fraction of your life. So why spend it protecting your comfort instead of investing in change? If you only have 1 hour, that hour needs to matter. It needs to be your best effort, even more than your best effort. You have to give 110%. That's when people start changing. When they stop wasting their limited time on protecting how they feel in that moment and start pushing through. Most people do not need a new program, a new class, or a new trainer. They need to stop training in ways that protect their ego. Because the gym does not change you. The moment you stop running from discomfort does. And that's it for today. Like this video if you guys found it helpful. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from my channel. It would mean the world for me. And thank you for watching until the end. Until the next time. Bye guys!